Can you define what an assault weapon is?
It is a military-style weapon that is that was originally designed to be used in the military, but is now designed to, I believe, just resemble some aspects of what they would use in the military.
Wrong.
That is absolutely
wrong.
Proved over and over again.
Wrong.
Going to be completely reformed, so you can't just walk into a building with $130 and walk out with an AR-15.
Whatever, I do what I want.
But some of these bullets, as you saw, have an incendiary device on the tip of it.
Somebody come and look at this.
Which is a heat-seeking device. So you don't shoot deer with a bullet that size. If you do, you could cook it at the same time.
What kind of shit is that?
The gun show loophole, which means that you could avoid the instant background check through the internet or a gun show, and you could buy a gun.
The gun show, there's always a way to do that.
There's no way to do that.
What is your definition of an automatic weapon?
Well, for me, an automatic weapon is something that you can shoot off a number of rounds very quickly.
Hell no!
An automatic weapon is when you pull the trigger one time and it continually shoots off. One after another after another. A semi-automatic weapon.
I can do that with my AR-15.
Very nice words, but happens to be wrong.
Well, there's other ways to defend yourself, or just be aware. I took a self-defense class last semester.
Got a badass over here.
Weapons with a barrel shroud would be regulated. What's a barrel shroud, and why should we regulate it?
I think the more important thing is that it also would have had banned the large capacity clips.
I read the legislation and it said that it would regulate barrel shrouds. What's a barrel shroud, and why should we regulate that?
The guns that were chosen back in those days were basically the guns that most gangs and criminals were using to kill our police officers. It's the best bill they could get out at that particular time. I actually don't know what a barrel shroud is. I believe it's a shoulder thing that goes up.
Jesus, God, I know so little about guns. I don't know what to call it.
We have federal regulations and state laws that prohibit hunting ducks with more than 3 rounds, and yet it's legal to hunt human, and yet it's legal to hunt human.
It's legal to hunt human.
Let's get serious here.
But that would ban most pistols. That would ban most...
No, but pistols are different. You have to pull the trigger each time. An assault weapon, you basically hold it, goes...
This is a ghost gun. This right here has ability with a .30 caliber clip to disperse with 30 bullets within half a second. 30 magazine clip in half a second.
Let me ask you another question about the terrorism list. What process is afforded a U.S. citizen, not someone who's overstayed a visa, not someone who crossed the border without permission, but an American citizen? What process is currently afforded an American citizen before they go on that list?
I'm sorry. There's not a process afforded the citizen prior to getting on the list. There is a process should someone feel they are unduly placed on the list.
Yes, there is. And when I say process, I'm actually using half of the term due process, which is a phrase we find in the Constitution, that you cannot deprive people of certain things without due process. So I understand Mr. Good's idea, which is wait until your right has been taken from you, and then you can petition the government to get it back. I understand that that's his idea. My question is, can you name another constitutional right that we have that is chilled until you find out it's chilled, and then you have to petition the government to get it back? Is that true with the First Amendment?
Sir, there are strict criteria before.
That's not my question, ma'am. That is not my question. My question is, what process is afforded a United States citizen before that person's constitutional right is infringed? Then he's fine with doing it with the Second Amendment. My question is, how about the First? How about we not let them set up a website or a Google account? How about we not let them join the church until they can petition government to get off the list? How about not get a lawyer? How about the Sixth Amendment? How about you can't get a lawyer until you petition the government to get off the list? Or my favorite, how about the Eighth Amendment? We're going to subject you to cruel and unusual punishment. until you petition the government to get off the list. Is there another constitutional right that we treat the same way for American citizens that we do the Second Amendment? Can you think of one?
I think that we have to look at the fact that we lose 90 people a day from gun violence. This has gone on too long.